Randle, drafted by the Lakers in 2014, 7th overall pick. Edwards lines it up, bottom, a three.
And that's what Julius
went off a career year with the New York Knicks. He's part of the heart and soul of that team. Edwards, he's got it, a three. One of the second quarter. Edwards.
That's a good.
Murray had to hit 2 game winners in that series.
Edwards got a three.
And you know, Coach, the thing that
played at a high enough level to help give the Lakers a 10-point lead. Edwards connects on
27 points a game. We're showing him a lot of bodies. He pulls the three and knocks it down.
going into the offseason with being known of him being a free agent and having played so well as Anthony Edwards makes that corner box three there, be happy with if you're Mike Brown defensively.
Edwards figures it's his turn and he knocks down his
level that you want to see them at this point in the game, but you got to keep in mind right now DeMar DeRozan, who's been so good for them, has been DeMar DeRozan in that mid-range game that has made the difference.
Edwards.
And now it's Conley over to Edwards. Edwards wants three and connects. Traded to Toronto last season is Edwards. Pull off, that time toe beyond the arc. And now it's DiVincenzo. Over to Edwards. Long distance connection. Bottoms. That pass nearly stolen. They work it around. Edwards, three ball. Corner pocket. Expecting the Raptors to just go away. Edwards in the corner. Trash!
Nuggets still lead by one. Edwards, Brown chasing him around. Gobert, Anthony Edwards able to.
Then the offensive end, given the job he did in that series against Jokic.
The other night had 24 points in the first against Dallas. Step back jumper, got it. Great corner for Edwards. Brown, 12 points. The third player in double figures as Edwards answers back his fourth three-pointer. Edwards left, wide open. His three-pointer gets the forward bounce. Nice spin move, Alexander Walker. Edwards walks into a three, knocks it down, his sixth three-pointer of the night. Minnesota down 4 under 2 to play. Edwards a three-pointer. Bang! Anthony Edwards.
Challenging Rudy Gobert in the paint.
And there is Anthony Edwards for three. Edwards three. Anthony Edwards has taken down 69. Edwards pulls up and hits it. Edwards right there.
Nice start here. Edwards.
Yeah, Miles, good. You're acting, Miles.
Plays like that to completely change your
Randall. Over to Edwards. 2-on-3. It's good. Edwards.
A big extension last year that starts this year. Here's Edwards with space.
You got to come out and you got to show.
Minutes. Back to a 6-point Bulls lead. Edwards fires over Gonzalez and hits. That's a big-time basket for Anthony Edwards.
Well, I'll tell you,
Largest lead of the game for the Timberwolves at 4.
you saw that.
8 points per game and 60 plus in 4 straight now. Edwards on 3.
team this year, but it's kind of changing now. He's getting out there.
Edwards, an open look coming out.
He can get up and he has a spectacular dunks.
Sidestep from Anthony Edwards. He drained the three-pointer from the lane. Julius Randle, the kick out.
really the most prolific scorer is that style of play. All zones, there's other people cheating. I'm not just going out and then again. He's a superhero.
He got super healed. They came back and hit a three. That's his seventh. Edwards a foot behind the line. And it's going to try another one. And he's got number 9.
Edwards drives by Smith. Pull up three. Pick it up. Skip pass. Edwards needs to get going. Drives the three. Second triple of the ball game. Now with 10 rebounds.
Nice view that time by Jaden to get back and switch. And knock him down the floor.
Nice pass to catch Edwards in the corner. Ready to go. Pull up over Highsmith. 58%. Here's Edwards with it. Trying to get himself involved in the offense. He'll fire the triple up and in. And Tamani was right there.
He like that.
Out of the sprained right index finger. Edwards behind the go-there screen.
You can see it. That's good help. It's a bunch of red in the paint right there. So he just goes outside. He goes far outside.
Lamar with a career high in threes made. Edwards left side sets his feet.
Murray coming off a 17-point game. Some textbook amazing defense there on the roll to the basket. Here's Edwards. They run three guys at him. Alex Len to contest here. Yeah. Steps here. Extra pass. Anthony Edwards. He just checked back in. And right on cue continues his time.
Just did was sick, quite frankly. I mean, his explosive ability to punish the
Edwards sitting on 20, looking for more. Edwards step back.
Spins. Kick out. And for three.
I love it when Julius goes to work and demands the basketball back.
Fires over Booker. No good. McDaniels has it. Edwards for three.
Up 112 to 101. Anthony Edwards. Edwards is going to rise up, and the three is good. It rolls around in great spacing that time, and 5 assists now from Scotty B. And Edwards, we can get to the iron, to your point, Jack. Here's Edwards. He's going to take that three and make it sweet.
Looking like that. Edwards right back at Edwards.
Attitude, especially that help and low man help as well.
Edwards, the three. 8 rebounds. Edwards, 3 more. Yes, sir.
The best for someone else to get back to his own.
Edwards sets the feet. Hits another triple. Alexander Walker outside. Edwards. Good.
Yeah.
And I think some of it has to do with the timing of the trade as Anthony Edwards gets their second three to go.
Anticipated that perfectly with Randall. Edwards in the corner. Foul. Edwards says no foul. 5 of the last 7 opponents that held under 100. Edwards splashed on a 3. Good man.
Closing all these games. You could have taken a guy out tonight real easy.
Sight. They're going to need it here tonight. Edwards for 3. It's good. Sends it out top side to Edwards for 3. 12 threes for Minnesota. I'm sure the Wolves are totally there yet, but they look very good here tonight. In particular, Anthony Edwards knocks down another 3. 12 for Coffey. Edwards for 3. It's good again. That's 14 threes now for Minnesota.
Just working hard, earning everything, knowing that nothing's given, and just that mindset. That's what.
Dropping. They're now 5 of 18 from 3. Edwards. You bet.
So that Naz Reid could be the pop guy.
Edwards connects on a 3. Pull up 3 is good. Bottoms out. Delayed Gobert.
Yeah, but that's what happens if you get hit in the eye. You're going to react back.
Edwards puts it right in your eye with a 3. Step back, gets it out. Edwards 3, and got it.
Well, you remember?
I do, because they were Knicks colors. His forward team, Edwards 3. Edwards pull up.
As the Knicks come up empty, Ware miss into the corner. This is Edwards, and he bangs it. The way of scoring from Jalen Brunson tonight, 11 points, with Towns leading the charge. But he's just such a measured player. His temperament. As Edwards
McDaniels finds Edwards. Cash! Edwards.
That shows how much time it is.
Edwards the answer. Warriors extend the lead. Edwards for 3. Good! Fouls. Playing with 4 fouls. Got a good screen. Finds again. Edwards on a heater.
Keeps it alive. Finds Anthony Edwards at the 3-point line. He nails it.
Well, yeah, when you call a shot like that. Edwards didn't call the 3, but they'll count it anyway.
Last year, bringing in DJ Washington and Daniel Gafford, and then Najee Marshall with the home run this year.
Edwards with his second 3-ball. Fire soon. Has to hoist one, a 9-1-1 into Claus.
They were really easy to guard in that first half, which is unusual.
A deep 3 is butter. Anthony Edwards.
Rockets rocking the city edition. Uniforms here tonight as Edwards buries the 3. They're making that play. Edwards will pull back on Tate. He drove it. That's his second 3.
He gets it, even if he misses, a layup or a shot, he gets it up really high to waste the rebound.
Edwards is Alexander Walker. Tate switches on him. Edwards, Tate switches on him. Shoots the off-balance 3. They lead the NBA in assist percentage.
Oh, beautifully done. It's
Works. Double team. Tough spot. The 3-point shot. Has the brains. Double kicking. Extra pass. Edwards. Going for the 3. From the outside yet again.
Last year, 30 and 11. Edwards with a three, and it's perfect. Really, you can live in both worlds, right? He can drive and do all those things, and he can still have his... Shows he was sticking with you down the stretch here in the fourth.
Edwards gets a Gobert screen, guns the three, and it's through.
Pretty shot. He has such packing in the first half against the Charlotte team last night.
They're here. Walker, who's now in the top 5 in three-point percentage in the league, is checked in. And there's a great three-point shooter. Anthony Edwards hits another. Edwards working against the star Thompson. Takes the top side, guns the three, and it's through. Good-looking shot. 7. The distance leaded. Anthony Edwards gets to a spot and triples.
It doesn't feel like your ordinary early January regular season game.
How about that? Pistons 72, the Timberwolves 51. Anthony Edwards calmly triples. Randall from in front, takes the shot, dishes to Anthony Edwards, open for three, and it's through. Edwards rises and fires and fills it. What a shot. Just now, he now has 43.
9 of 12.
He's 6 for 12 from behind the long line. Anthony Edwards for three, that's right on through.
Edwards over to McDaniel. Back to Edwards. Long walk. Cash! Minnesota, after trailing by 19, has a chance to take the lead. And they do!
The thing we know for sure is Dante Nice in the field been great. Knocks down another triple.
That's his third three-pointer of the ball game. He continues to lead the NBA in three-point field goals this season. 144. Interception on the other end. Edwards, three ball. Cash! Blocked by Jones. Edwards, sidestep, fired. He drilled it. Seconds to go in regulation. Edwards, three more.
Now, Anthony Edwards, back-to-back buckets, but he couldn't do a thing about it. 4 on the clock, so you know Edwards is going up.
Nothing you can do about that.
Right.
And nothing you can do about
the league and made 3. Turnover for the Bells early, already down by 9. It'll be Edwards, feeling pretty good, and a timeout for Willie Green.
They have the #1 defense in the league. They have excellent point of attack defenders.
Edwards, another triple. And showing the Warriors all to stop the basketball. Behind his back at 50 players. I thought DeJounte had it, so did he. And how about a triple? That ends the drive. Hurts it downward 4. Edwards, he wanted to rip it to pay off. He's up. Edwards for the lead.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
Out to Edwards. Another chance for Minnesota. Edwards for 3. Got it. The rim. Here comes Edwards. He'll pull up and fire another 3. Got it again. If I watched him warm. First bucket of the game. Another 3 for Anthony Edwards. 3 for 3. Well, keeping up defensive. No good. To Edwards. A shot. It's good.
Series, just spot 41. And Brian Keefe, let's just say, was very judicious on his our last 19 games is average 4 on the shot clock. Edwards, step back, Cash. This is dirty buck right here. Edwards, crossover, finish. All right, Keefe turned it up another level. Here he is on a step back. Cash him.
22 after the first quarter here to Golden State. But Edwards throws a 3 to start the second quarter. Edwards lets it fly. Good again. Back-to-back threes from Ed. With 22, he'll fire a 3 here and drill it. His first three-point attempt of the second half is good. That might be the Edwards fires a 3 and hits it with 9/10 of a second left. Golden State just has to get the ball in bounds. They do.
Edwards trying to get on the books. Previously turned it over.
Tries another 3 and finally gets it to go. He was 0 for 6 to start.
Edwards a silent night tonight.
And Statler, he started 0 for 6, but he's hit 2 of his last 3.
Very few free throw attempts.
Edwards, he tries a 3. That's good. Edwards now hits one.
Ball hit the rim.
Edwards pulls back, fires away from three, gets another. Not going on out there right now. Edwards sidestep for three. That's good. He now has 20.
And breaking barriers to make that happen. It's a real great honor to be recognized with the
Edwards, step back, three-pointers, good.
Might be the best we've seen this season.
Edwards capping off. Huge for Minnesota.
Edwards for three, got it. He hit 3 pointers last night. Randall got it back to Edwards. Splash! Third triple of the first. Edwards crossover. 3 more! They're playing that time. Edwards, 3-ball, bullseye.
That's good. He's looking for a seam. He comes out and lead. Edwards finds the lazy side and buries it. In his last 5 games, 22 Edwards.
18th season, 37 years old. Edwards, line drive, nails the three. Not just a 3-and-D guy, but putting it on the deck and attacking the mid-range. Conley, beautiful setup. Edwards drills his second three.
Overstate the impact Rudy Gobert has had on this game, really from the opening tip. There you go. You give them 3 opportunities on the same possession after you've defended well, and it ultimately leads to 3 points.
To take the rhythm offensively away from this T-Wolves team. In rhythm, Edwards. In that context, a big game coming up for Dallas next. Edwards with the logo 3, and it's butter.
Pride.
Certainly is.
Of course, won the silver medal in the Olympics as Edwards knocks it of this third quarter. Edwards, 3-ball, buried it.
Edwards gets to his right hand. Top defensive player of the year, Gobert. The trailing Edwards. Beal close to getting a piece of. He has the ankles down. Edwards gets a screen, lines up the 3, and hits it. His third.
He went right into his body. Just kind of stunned him a little bit. Able to get to the shot, but Anthony Edwards answers.
3 throws, and that's it. The first half. Over the top, Edwards plants his feet, threes away. Good.
Or, as the young people say, he built different.
Yes, he is. So is Edwards.
Yes, he is, but you thought food bank, I think the local difference is built for him.
Edwards. Got the bounce and back. Edwards splash it.
You can see the potential of the player like Anthony Edwards.
0 for 2 from the floor, and he just changed that. Edwards for 3, yes. Down to Edwards, 5-point advantage for the Kings. Edwards, good at the horn. Spoken like a true guy.
Nas gets out there and runs a lot.
Edwards flips the so now guys are more participating in the 3-point contest nowadays. Edwards for 3. He should participate in the 3-point play. There he is, 3-ball, Edwards, goal! Edwards, sidestep into a 3. Shot clock under 10. Edwards fires over 2 defenders. To provoke that.
15-2 again for Minnesota, the 5th for 8. You got to coach, you got to preach.
Edwards 3-ball, his 6th triple of the night.
16 to the best. At least 3 of the 4. I mean, he didn't play in the last game. He's not maxed out on huge, except for all
against the Wolves thus far. Edwards, heat check. Oh, he's money. Nearly 5 minutes gone by. Edwards for 3. Yes, sir! Edwards. Long range 3. Cash! The 1,000. for three.
Anthony Edwards is really, like I say, we said that in the pregame, man. He looked excellent last night.
Edwards picked up by Porter. That's a contested three. Tough shot by Edwards.
Darius Garland does. That three-point range, he is absolutely on another level.
Jazz had a breakdown there. Shooting a career high 39% from behind the line. Edwards with a crossover move and a good one. Advanced to the second round twice, but never the conference finals as Edwards fires and scores. Edwards started this game 1 through 10. However, he has hit 10 of his last 11 shots.
He is one of those guys.
Touch pass over to a teammate, Alexander Walker, who couldn't shoot it. Back to Edwards for three. Edwards draws the crowd. No surprise there. A fire over Donovan Mitchell. And a tough three. Walker got it back from Edwards. Stops on the dime. And corner three. Boom. How about that? Leading to 8 points for the Bucks. Edwards. 3 more. That's a shot. Turned it over. Ingles. Back to Edwards for three. Pass. Edwards will take the three.
And naps it on the inside. Edwards, fly by. Edwards, book it. And so is the veteran Joe Ingles for the Timberwolves. Edwards lets it fly. He's got it. A three.
I'll tell you what, he is.
OKC is 2 of 10 in the fourth quarter. Edwards, his jumper. He's got it.
Platform. So can this guy. Right on the money. Edwards with 10 points, his first 3 of the game. 228 on the year to lead the league. With a quick outlet. Edwards in the open floor. Takes the 3 and connects. Edwards with 15. Anthony Edwards on the step back. Cans it. We're all even at 55, and Edwards.
The game we did last week, Golden State, Dallas, at one point, Draymond Green was the biggest guy in the court at like 6'6".
Anthony Edwards.
The adrenaline is flowing.
Fires up a 3, knocks it in!
Gildas Alexander, good contestable shot. See Clark to Edwards, shot clock at 4. Sidestep, tied up in the corner, heads the 3. Wow, he hit the back of his head hard, he's down. Clark, shake it up.
Edwards so good on the step back that he's the high release. As he tries to get in towards the basket. Edwards, this might go down as 2. Anthony Edwards for 3. Back in a little bit. Here's Edwards.
Hey, they wrote it for me, folks. Anthony Edwards writing his own story with the 3 ball, but it only means more when KD's guard. Edwards with a step-back contested 3. Knocked one down on his man again, and a smile. Edwards behind the 3-point line, knocks down another one. With again, you know, earlier in his career, he would have never taken that shot. As Ant plays with tremendous confidence, and at the top of the key with the ball palmed. She has mitts. Ball palmed in her hand as Ant-Man knocks down a huge. Activating, raising up, butter. Anthony Edwards in full of. But he has 18 points. Edwards for 3. Good.
Games as well. When you have so many guys down, someone's got to score.
Edwards shooting the ball, making a lot. Continues to put it up there.
Anthony Edwards.
Edwards. Wow, yeah. First play worked, we run it again. And then you get a couple of times up and down the floor, and you go second play.
And no at home against Philadelphia. Edwards. Oh my goodness. People used to drink. Edwards. He is shooting on the year. Oh, it's a quick one. Oh my goodness. For the outside guy. Making the most of it. Edwards triples over the top of him. Gives Miami a 5, which is his biggest lead of the game.
Suffering that injury, he might have surgery. surgery and be done for the rest of the year.
And pops on a straightaway three, 41% from beyond the arc. And Anthony Edwards puts the Wolves on top. Is that, I was going to say 6'4", okay, but he's up there. Okay. And deep
three, but there's Conley, and then Edwards. Good luck. Finally cans a triple. After starting 0 for 4 for points, Minnesota has missed its last 5 shots. Not shy Edwards, and he drains his second three. Edwards lets it fly and drills a three. Anthony Edwards, 17 points. He's second in the NBA in made threes. He'll look for another one, and it's good. Anthony Edwards with 4 threes. Kind of stood there. That was interesting. Didn't really track down the loose ball. And Edwards pays it off with a three in the corner.
Edwards wants three and drills it. First three-pointer of the night for the NBA. Gives it up to Edwards. Fires another three. It's good. It's good. Edwards. Momentarily left alone. He'll fire the three. It's good. Anthony Edwards. Third triple of the night.
Edwards. Anthony Edwards behind the three-point line. Vincenzo almost lost it. Edwards will try for three and hit again. He still has Senate, and he got one there. Swing pass to Edwards. He'll take the three from the wing, and Anthony Edwards has hit 3 of them already. Heel Alexander Walker got a hand on it. Edwards will stop at the top of the key, and that one goes. Edwards looking for a quality shot. Wolves trying to go 2 for 1 here. Edwards, the three ball, he's got 2 in a row.
Crossover, fires a three. Here we go.
Get in there and knock that ball off the glass to keep it.
Edwards lining up the three. Got it! Back-to-back threes for Minnesota. Around the screen, Hammer makes the catch. Over to Edwards, beyond the arc. Drills.
Both that team fully constituted. They're a tough out.
Edwards swish. 6 wins on the road against teams above 500. Edwards with top. Steals. Edwards from St. Louis. Randall spinning outside. Edwards for three. Extra effort. Edwards alone for three.
Edwards step back. That hits.
Toss out to Edwards alone for three.
If I told you earlier in the season, Gillespie would lead down and scoring against Minnesota.
DiVincenzo over to Edwards for three. From the top drive. Edwards for three.
Games take 2 hours to change.
Edwards behind the back.
Contest by Olivia on the perimeter.
Edwards for three. Edwards around the Gobert screen. Edwards for three. Yes,
They said it's really done a big job of the time too.
Edwards for three. Boom!
Edwards will make only his second on 9 shots from distance.
Gobert. Etienne is in for the second time in his NBA career, and Edwards laces the triple. Minnesota. Rebound. Long rebound. Edwards. Right place, right time. Finds Nylon. In this game, in Brooklyn, once again, taking care of the basketball as they did in Dallas. As Edwards laces another triple. Edwards. He'll set her. Edwards will hit. Alexander Walker leaving, get it right back. Quick ball reversal, and Edwards cans the triple.
One-time sixer a couple of years ago. Edwards with the Swans. And the other Edwards with the corner three. And I think it's open. Leading away with 11. Goals tonight for guys in red, white, and blue. Edwards creates some space and hits the three. Third triple tonight for Anthony Edwards. And just the fourth or fifth, depending if Beasley has done it as well. As Edwards gets his second. Edwards set down. Shot clock at 4. Edwards cuts out with a key. Anthony Edwards called that timeout. Edwards doubles. Got to get a shot off. He does. And he hits it.
You're not going to make this three. He did. He's talking to
Edwards, he knew it was a battle.
Saying he's been fouled twice already with no calls. Edwards open for three. Randall set him up.
This is how they can overcome that.
3 games left in the schedule. Edwards hits another three for Minnesota. And gets up a shot immediately. And Edwards, he's knocked down 3 threes. Gets a screen from Gobert. Make it 4 for 4 for the Ant-Man. Tuesday. And then on Friday, second chance here as Edwards hits a 3. And it is raining down screen.
I had it as a moving screen myself.
Here's Edwards. He shakes Aldama, buries another 3. And he's got a flailing his arms.
I thought he got fouled.
Edwards for 3. Okay. Double comes. Edwards for 3. Edwards fires and hits. First 3 in the night. Played thus far by the Utah Jazz. Edwards for 3. He got it. Edwards hits it up the rim. Back to Edwards for 3. Yes. Edwards fires a 3. Boom. Edwards for 3. Yes, sir! Edwards. Step back 3. High note. 11-point ball game. Edwards for 3. Yes!
Minnesota went after him on the defensive end.
Edwards, it's bottom.
About as tough a 2 as you're going to take.
Off the dribble 3. Anthony Edwards, hotter than fish grease. Daniels onto the corner. Edwards sets his feet. Wet. That thing splashes again. Gets it back. Pulls the 3, and it's wet. The best three-point shooter in the NBA this year.
But that is...
About getting off to a good start. They trailed after the first quarter as Anthony Edwards from long distance. The Timberwolves have trailed after the ball against Reeves. There's the double. Finds Edwards. That's a difficult pass. Edwards rattles home the 3. Vincent is for the Lakers. Edwards pulls back. Sometimes he makes look scoring. Conley fakes the pass, now kicks it out. Edwards wide open, chance to set, nails the 3. Edwards 9 to shoot. Doncic leaning towards him. Edwards steps back, 3-pointer, puts it in. Anthony Edwards drills. Excellent job boxing out. Here comes Randall. Randall kicks it out to Edwards. Open 3-pointer, that's good. Free throws here in the first half. The Timberwolves as a team 16. Edwards in and out and in again.
Smart got 27 points. He's taking 7 shots, so we got to find a way, to be physical, but play smart and keep him on the free throw line.
You have 25 points.
30. Reeves has 14 all in the second half, and it's back to 10. Edwards tries again. Edwards got 7 of those. Edwards puts up a 3. It's good. DiVincenzo finds Edwards. Edwards for 3. Yes!
Finally made a jump shot. Finally made it 3.
the trigger and knocks down a three ball. Led the league in space. 9 points revealed in the quarter. Edwards with the answer. Edwards rises up over Pajewski. Has 24. Edwards got the three. Anthony taps it out there to Randall. Back to Edwards. Another try. That one's good. Anthony had all of game 3. He was 1 for 10 on Saturday. Edwards switches home a three ball. Walker skips to Edwards. And Edwards gets some time and swishes home a three-pointer. 9 points, elevated the line. 2 seconds left. Edwards, long three. And Anthony Edwards beat run. Kept alive though by Gobert and Conley. Edwards got the three. Edwards tries another three. Edwards switches that one home. Rips the Edwards again. Edwards for three. Of course! Anthony Edwards can't miss.
Yeah, there's no question. Look, Steph Curry would be out there if he could be out there. And against
34 minutes in game 4, just 14 points. He looked like he was a bit out of it. Anthony Edwards running the floor. Ball's moving now. Edwards steps into a three. Wide open right now.
No, they couldn't get him in. He was going to try to sub Pajewski.
Lead for Minnesota now. Just as it looked like Golden State was down. Anthony Edwards.
Blowout win. Edwards against Holtman. Step back three. Got it. What a start. What you play in the playoffs so far. Edwards fires away and knocks down the three-pointer. His second three. Got 10. Got clock at 8. Edwards finds some room. Nails the three-pointer. His third three. Edwards comes to get it. Conley takes back to Edwards. Corner three. Puts it in. Anthony Edwards in double figures.
Driving angle, stay down and disciplined.
Edwards nails a three.
That's part of it is understanding what the home crowd will do for the opponent when you're on the road as Edwards knocks down another three.
Edwards gets it back, finds some space, nails another.
Edwards got a three. Anthony Edwards now at 25.
Is very consistent.
Edwards long three-pointer. It's good. Anthony Edwards from Dort fighting. Edwards, a contested three. It's good. Anthony Edwards with a big bucket. Home. I can't get it. Edwards brings it up. Fires away. Three-pointer's good. That's his first.